This has been a most enjoyable day. Visiting the campus, meeting with students and faculty, and seeing again the runestone that was erected in 1976 to commemorate the visit of my father, King Olav, the year before. And now, seeing you all here at such a proud and important moment in your lives.
Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, and dear Scouts, it is a great honor to be here and to see so many Scouts gathered here in one place, and also so many friends of Scouting. Thank you for all coming.
I find, first of all, I think it's a very strange coincidence that our Jubilee should be in the same year, and the fact that Queen Elizabeth has her Jubilee, 60th Jubilee, is a wonderful thing, I think. And I feel very much I really want to congratulate her, and I want to congratulate her nation.
During this General Assembly, all the member states of the United Nations make their voices heard. And I am proud to be standing in this hall representing the Kingdom of the Netherlands. A kingdom that comprises 4 autonomous countries located in Europe and the Caribbean: the Netherlands, Aruba, Curaçao and St. Martin.
This year's ceremonies of remembrance must inspire all peace-loving nations to continue to stand shoulder to shoulder to spread the rule of law, human rights and respect for each other. This is the best bulwark against war. I know that the United States and Belgium will continue to stand together in this endeavor.
I would like to commend the Atlantic Council for its decision to organize this summit in Istanbul. What a better place could have been chosen than this great city, bridging 2 continents in a country which is a key player on the international scene and has a vital part to play in Europe's energy policy.
So allow me to give you all the warmest welcome to the city, the region of Valencia, and generally to the Kingdom of Spain, a country that is, I'm proud to say, that is strongly committed to research and innovation, and has, as even this Congress also demonstrates, an increasing interest and focus in applied mathematics.
My sincere gratitude goes to His Serene Highness Prince Johannes zu Fürstenberg and his wife, Princess Stephanie, for hosting in their castle and throughout this event the Monegasque delegation. I'd like to thank the Mayor of the City of Weitra, Mr. Raymond Fuchs, to be a host town of this competition, which is very dear to my heart. As a former Olympian, as member of the International Olympic Committee, my support is total to the mission of Special Olympics driven by the values of the Olympic spirit. Each individual, regardless of his ability or disability, must be given the possibility to express his potential and to be proud of his or her accomplishments.
I was able to introduce the right of self-determination on a local level in the Liechtenstein Constitution through a popular vote. Each of our 11 communities in Liechtenstein has the right to renounce its membership in the Principality and become an independent state or join another state if the majority of the population in the community decides so.
There is today an imperative need to take concerted action with regard to Africa. The unbearable sufferings witnessed in many African countries make it a moral obligation for us to put this stricken continent back on the road to peace and progress.
Well, as you've said, I wear 2 hats. African Union champion for nutrition, and of course FAO Special Ambassador for Nutrition. And I've been doing that task for the African Union since 2014.
Eswatini has made great strides in the fight against HIV and AIDS. The country became a shining example for the continent and the world at large after it attained the 95 UNAIDS treatment cascade targets in 2020.
What if Jerusalem, a city that is close to my heart personally and of great historic significance to my family, remains disputed? Can we afford to rob Christians and Muslims alike of the spirituality, peace, and coexistence that this city symbolizes, and instead allow it to descend into political conflict?
Before we can hope for economic prosperity, we must first examine, repair, and enforce our framework for peace. And we need to send a reassuring message to people around the world. Only through unity we can overcome the conflict that divides us.
We have a great relationship with the United States of America, which the President today presents it so greatly. For Bahrain, it's been 120 years of relations with America.
It reminds us to strive for and work for the happiness and the well-being of every single Bhutanese at all times. But now, why is it important? Now, I truly believe that for a very small country like Bhutan, with an even smaller population, it is extremely vital that we have a shared national objective.
In every life, I believe that there are pressures and there are stress and there are problems. And this is one kind of problem you have. It is the same as everybody. There are pros and cons, and there are advantage, disadvantage, and all sort of things. I'm not special.
Amid the changing global geopolitics, geoeconomics, and geostrategic landscape, the need to work together, cooperate, and collaborate is more important than ever. Similarly, as the founding members of ASEAN, Malaysia and Singapore should continue to collaborate with one another and with the rest of ASEAN, as well as our preferred partners, to ensure Southeast Asia will be a region of peace, stability, and prosperity.
We are aware that UAE also places importance on managing these urgent threats of climate change and its spearheading effort on it. We have every confidence in your hosting of the 28th Conference Parties for the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change next year.
It gives me a great pleasure to visit Malaysia and the University of Malaya, one of the top academic institutes of this country, today at this important juncture of the 60th anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relations between Japan and Malaysia.
Mr. President, Tonga welcomed the convening of the Climate Change Summit earlier this week. My country engaged fully in a seminal gathering of leaders to again give prominence to the threats posed by climate change with its direct links to international peace and security.